Welcome to this overview of the UNIDROIT Luxembourg Rail Protocol to the Cape Town Convention, an international treaty designed to unlock financing for railway rolling stock and promote sustainable transport solutions worldwide. Every year, the global rail sector faces a significant shortfall of over 80 billion USD in investments. A major contributing factor is the inherent difficulty in managing risk for international financiers of assets, which, by their nature, can cross national borders. The absence of a unified system for registering security interests in rolling stock creates legal uncertainty, making it difficult to enforce creditor rights consistently across jurisdictions and hindering access to crucial financing.
At a diplomatic conference held in Luxembourg in 2007, the international community, under the joint auspices of the International Institute for the Unification of Private Law, or UNIDROIT, and the Intergovernmental Organization for International Carriage by Rail, or OTIF, adopted the Luxembourg Protocol to the Convention on International Interests in Mobile Equipment on matters specific to railway rolling stock. In a major boost to the protocol, the European Union confirmed in 2021 its full political and practical support for its adoption. The protocol entered into force in 2024, and the EU is now actively encouraging member states to ratify the protocol and integrate it into cross-border rail strategies, including those under the Trans-European Transport Network, or TEN-T. The European Commission also recognized that the protocol helps reduce public sector reliance by unlocking private capital for railway investments.
The protocol is expected to play a key role in attracting private capital to create a sustainable model for existing and new rail projects, including in the context of the 2030 United Nations Agenda for Sustainable Development and Agenda 2063 of the African Union. For this reason, several African regional organizations support the adoption of the Luxembourg Rail Protocol across Africa. In 2019, UNECA recognized the importance of the Rail Protocol for African states and strongly recommended they ratify it. In 2021, ministers and delegates to the 6th Programme for Infrastructure Development, PIDA Week in South Africa, recognized the protocol as an important component of the future PIDA projects and the African Union Agenda 2063. In 2023, African Transport Ministers meeting in Zanzibar adopted a resolution urging all AU member states that have not already ratified the protocol to move forward with its adoption. In October 2023, International Union of Railways, UIC Africa Rail Finance Forum held in Dakar, Senegal, issued a key declaration with support for the Luxembourg Rail Protocol.
A central pillar of the protocol is the International Registry of Interests in Rolling Stock, an online platform based in Luxembourg, where, once registered, security interests are searchable 24/7 at rollingstockregistry.com. The registrar and the operation of the International Registry are overseen by the Supervisory Authority, an international organization based in Bern, Switzerland, and OTIF acts as the Secretariat of the Supervisory Authority. Finally, with a working registry of secured creditor rights, states that ratify can already benefit from enhanced legal certainty and improved access to private finance for railway projects. It applies to all vehicles running on tracks or on, above or below a guideway, such as high-speed trains, freight trains, interurban and urban rolling stock. It also includes metro trains, light rail and trams, cable cars, or people movers at airports. In addition, it also applies to financings of rolling stock operating domestically, as well as in multiple jurisdictions, and introduces a new global unique and permanent numbering system for rolling stock, known as URVIS, Unique Rail Vehicle Identification System, further enhancing legal certainty and asset identification.
By lowering the risk of extending credit for lenders and reducing financing costs, the Rail Protocol actively encourages private and public-private investment in the railway sector. In fact, the Export Credit Insurance Corporation of South Africa, ECIC, has formally announced that when the Luxembourg Rail Protocol is in force in the state of the debtor, or lessee, it will apply a discount of up to 20% to its risk premium when underwriting financing of rolling stock. The protocol will not only strengthen investor confidence, but also position South African exporters to play a leading role in supplying the continent's rail revolution. Studies which have examined the direct macroeconomic benefits of the Luxembourg Rail Protocol showcase substantial savings. The reduction in transaction and financing costs is expected to amount to over €1.3 billion for South Africa, €13.9 billion for 9 states part of the Commonwealth of Independent States using the 15, 20mm gauge, and €19 billion for 20 countries in Europe. Beyond financial gains, the protocol also champions sustainable development and brings relevant social and environmental benefits in enhancing urban and extra-urban transportation of people and cross-border transportation of freight by railways. Shifting freight and passenger transport from road to rail is projected to deliver savings of $70 trillion by 2050, alongside a reduction in carbon emissions by over 7 gigatons, while also reducing traffic congestion. Such broad benefits make the protocol an excellent tool for all stakeholders in the rail sector to move towards achieving multiple United Nations Sustainable Development Goals.
The Luxembourg Rail Protocol forms part of the Cape Town Convention treaty system, which has seen transformative success in the aviation financing sector through its aircraft protocol, and continues to expand its reach through specialized protocols for space assets and mining, agricultural, and construction equipment. The Cape Town Convention has been widely adopted by states and has proven to deliver significant economic benefits to the industries to which it applies, and the same transformational impact is expected for the rail sector. The Rail Working Group is an industry-led association tasked with promoting the Luxembourg Rail Protocol. We strongly urge governments and industry stakeholders to ratify the Luxembourg Rail Protocol without delay and seize the significant opportunities it offers. The protocol expands access to private financing for all types of railway rolling stock, boosting investment, accelerating innovation, and reinforcing the rail sector's critical contribution to both passenger and freight transport. By doing so, it not only strengthens the economic impact of rail, but also drives forward its role in achieving sustainable development goals. Rail transport is the backbone of connectivity between communities and across borders. With the protocol in force, its benefits are evident, stimulating growth, efficiency, and greener transport solutions. Learn more at UNIDROIT.org.